You are live.
Hello, everybody. This is Cody Bateman. Welcome to the Monday night Greener Still live Zoom call for our affiliates. This is the world of Greener Still. We're super excited to be with you tonight. Joining me as usual, Super Dave Smith and Callie Teagarden. How you both doing tonight?
Doing great.
Good. I'm included now. I fit in.
You got your colors on. Everybody's looking sharp with their Greener Still colors on today. That's super cool. We've got a lot to talk about tonight. Exciting stuff coming up. I'm gonna have a little fun with a little exercise with you all tonight, a little personal development exercise to kind of share with you some things to expect in the upcoming Promptings Academy. We've got 30 people coming live. And Callie, I think you did a live a few days ago and announced those 30 people. Congratulations to our 30 folks who were the first to be able to get tickets, are going to be live with us in Salt Lake City on August 13th and 14th. And then, of course, everybody else will be streaming in. And tonight we're going to share just a couple of things to give you an idea of what to expect at an event like that, the type of training and stuff that we go through. Listen, we get right down to it in those types of trainings. Anybody who wants to create success in their life, this is the training for you. So we're going to share just a little bit of that tonight. Before we do, we're going to do all of our usual stuff. We've got a ton of activity going on, lots of recognition, lots of announcements, lots of events coming up. So Callie and Dave, take it away.
Okay, here we go, Callie.
Here we go. So as always, we're going to start with our recognition. So we have 7 brand new Star One affiliates. Congratulations to Jeremy Williams, Jeremy Blueball, Randy Bolin, Donna Quigley, Joe Smith, Christopher Blakeman, and Jessica Milam. We also have a new Star 2 affiliate this week. We announced one last week, and this week, congratulations to Monica Weekly out of Cincinnati, Ohio. Monica is sponsored by Diane D. Call. Congratulations, Monica, on becoming Star 2 and becoming team qualified. Our summer customer bonus, it was a big week. We have 29 new bronze since last week. That brings our bronze to 52 total. So congratulations to Todd Lowe, Dave and Lori Smith, Candice Rodarte, Darla DeGrande Aguilera, Cathie Rickley, Karen Konefsky, Sharon Grimm, Linda Ray Cameron, Isabel Drogue, Brian Hannigan, Jerry and Mark Whaley, Bob Lowe, Vonda Downs. I'm looking for the next ones. Max Fleischer, Sue Greenwald, Top Follow-Up, Grace Strawn, KT Matthews, Cricket Allen, Steve Eanes, Victor Maboo, Jackie Semero Tate, Mike Limmer, Stephanie Betters, Colleen Della Rosa, Matthew Firth, Mary Ann Roos, Jenny Peterson, and Donna Charlick are the new bronzes since last week.
Look at all those Star 2s.
Exciting.
Lots of Star 2s hitting the bronze. Congratulations. That's super cool.
And then we have 13 new silvers this week. Congratulations to Judy O'Higgins, Callie Teagarden, Sam and Sid Merrill, April Brum, Paul and Tara Rising, Joy Klahanitz, Donna Sylvester, George Redheffer, Polly Hulsman, Cindy Fields, Beth Compton, Jill Katzenberg, and Luba Zolotov. And then we have 4 new golds. Cody, all of our silvers from last week actually promoted to gold. And so our 4 new golds this week are Chip Barkel out of Toronto, Canada, Star 4 Gold. Cathie Peterson out of Orange, California. She's a Star 4 Gold. Cathie Connors out of Houston, Texas. She's also a star 4 gold. And Shawn Barklow out of Indian Rocks Beach, Florida. He is a star 4 gold, and they join the 5 other golds that were announced over the last 2 weeks to make 9 golds with 1 week left, right? We have until this, I believe the 31st is Saturday. So still a week left to go out and hit bronze, silver, and gold.
I know there's a lot of speculation as to whether we're going to continue this program after July. Well, let's see how this last week goes. Let's everybody push hard the last week. Next week, there will be an announcement as to what we plan to do with this program, whether it will continue or go on hiatus. We don't know yet. We're going to see how the numbers all come in. I am super excited about the program over the past 3 months. I think it's generated some amazing activity. I believe it's rewarding the proper behaviors in having you go out with personal activity and bring on customers, because that really is what you want to have duplicated as you build teams. So when you bring on affiliates and they bring on affiliates, what you want duplicated is that activity of putting on customers. If you do that, you're going to naturally build wide. You're going to naturally qualify for your star 2s, 3s, 4s, and 5s all the way up. And that's how the whole program's designed. And by the way, I think we have a big announcement tonight on some trainings coming up on how that comp plan works. So I'll let you continue with the announcements. So go ahead.
Awesome. So next up is our events, our upcoming events over the next couple of weeks. So you can go to the Greener Still homepage, click on events. When you do, click on view training schedule, and this will have our upcoming events. Every Monday night, like we are on tonight, we have our Greener Still weekly affiliate meeting. And then next up tomorrow, we have our Prompting You Talks at 2 p.m. Mountain Time. This is our weekly webinar stream focused with our brand advisor, Peter Anthony Wynn, tomorrow. Tomorrow night, we have our next Greener Still Live. This is where you can invite out of your GS Pro app to an event with Eagle Star 8 affiliate Jordan Adler, and he's going to be talking about the postcard program. Just a reminder on how to share that event, Dave, if you want to go to the next page. From your GS Pro app, you just go in there and you click on where it says live stream Jordan Adler. And it's going to bring it up. Now you can email this event, you can copy the link, you can share it out on social, you can text. And when you do, Dave's gonna act like he's texting it to one of his contacts. It'll come up with the slide, and then you just need to add the date and the time. So that's tomorrow, Tuesday, July 27th at 7 p.m. Mountain. So that's 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Pacific. Dave, I've been sharing this week, and I've got 3 people I'm gonna, already I'm texting out tomorrow morning. I want to be like, okay, you available tonight? And invite them to that event. And I know I've got others that have watched the video, but 3 pop in my mind without even thinking about it.
Yeah, that's the most important is the follow-up on this, right? Because you're inviting them a day or 2 or 3 ahead of time, and you want to make sure you do the follow-up right before the event. Make sure they've got their calendar open to come on. And they're literally 20, 25 minutes max. And another thing, Callie, is we're not going to stream this live in the group tomorrow. So if affiliates want to get on and see what's going on, they can just tap on Jordan here. If you look at the far left slide, you just tap on him there instead of in the middle slide, instead of sharing it. If you just tap on the eyeball, you see the little eyeball next to it, says live stream Jordan Adler. If you tap on that eyeball or just tap right on Jordan's face, either way, it'll take you right into that meeting.
Right. It'll ask for your information, your email, and take you right in. So super excited about this event. I know I will be on there tomorrow night with my guests.
Yep.
And then Dave, speaking of the GS Pro app, we did want to give you guys an update, and you will see there is now the send a photo postcard in second video. So we just wanted to make some clarifications. Dave, if I'm out talking to a prospect, someone new, I'm always going to use that Connections Made Simple video. That's really the prospect video. That's the one that has the landing page and tells them all about it. I know we were talking about that second video, the send a photo postcard in seconds. When would you use that one, Dave?
Yeah, I would only use that if one of my prospects had already signed up and wanted to know how to use the app, or maybe they were sitting there right now and they hadn't signed up yet. They wanted to send a card, their free card or whatever. Then you could send that one. But that one's not got the incredibly easy way to sign up like the Connection Made Simple share piece does. So make sure if you're sharing to get somebody involved with us, use Connection Made Simple. The other one is simply a training piece, but it's a good one. It's a really good one.
And then tomorrow, go in, see who you've sent that Connections Made Simple, and invite them to that postcard live event tomorrow night with Jordan. And then next up, Dave, our schedule for next week, our weekly webinar of our streams will be Send Out Cards. That's next Tuesday, August 3rd at 2 p.m. Mountain Time. And then on Wednesday, as Cody mentioned, we will be doing a Greener Still Compensation and Revolution Office Training webinar. That's Wednesday at 3 p.m. Mountain Time in our Greener Still official Facebook page.
Yeah, that's going to be a very exciting event right there.
Yeah, we're going to be doing that monthly, and it's going to, like I said, it's going to be real exciting to kind of go over the Greener Still compensation plan and how exciting it is. Two ways to make money with us. One is to acquire customers and then build teams of people that acquire customers. And so, again, like we said earlier, people that are going to bronze, silver, and gold and getting as much as double commission on their customer activity, there's no better activity to duplicate than that. So that's the first way to make money is building your customer base. Second way to make money is to build teams of people that build a customer base. And this training will go over the details of how that the team building money is made. It's super exciting, very, very powerful when you get into, level 2, level 3, level 4 pay. It really creates some excitement for your possibilities. And keep in mind, you have multiple streams of products and services that are feeding that one compensation plan. So it's good to make sure you schedule that in and don't miss it. It's going to be really, really good. So
awesome. And then next up, Cody, that we want to announce is the really big event on Saturday, August 14th. As you mentioned, we have our 30-person studio audience and live stream tickets for everyone else. Especially, there's so many people that can't and don't want to travel right now that we've made this available via live stream as well. And those tickets are now available. Dave and Cody, what I think is really cool is I was chatting with you guys earlier. I actually shared this Promptings Academy out from GS Pro today to some guests that I was talking to about our opportunity and Greener Still this weekend, and was able to go into GS Pro app and send them the link for the event. And they both have already clicked on it and are checking it out. And I was like, you guys need to be there. So this is the promptingsacademy.com page where people can go and register for the live stream event.
Yeah, make sure you get on and do that as quickly as you can, and then invite your network of people to do the same. If you got customers of any of our streams, customers of any of those streams, this would be a great event for them to attend. Anybody you're talking to about Greener Still or any of the Greener Still streams, this is a great event to invite them to. Again, personal development at its very best, teaching the concept of what promptings are all about. So is that it with the announcements? We got any others?
Well, I had that Prompting You talks, the old ones that we could share. right here.
Well, I want to go on with, did Peter Anthony join us? Was he able to join us?
Yes, I've been here.
Peter Anthony, how are you, my friend?
I am extraordinary, man. How are you? You guys are killing it. I love everything that's going on. I'm super excited for Promptings Academy. Finally, we've been talking about it, and prompting you is, really something that came out of Promptings Academy.
Yeah.
And now we're going back to our roots, doing what we do. And man, that's exciting. So I'm glad.
It's really, really exciting. It's exciting. We're going to have a live audience, even though, it's a studio audience. So there's 30, but it's going to be really cool, very intimate setting, but also all of our streamers will be able to tune in as well. So we'll have several hundred people at this event, and really excited about it. One of the things you'll notice, I wanted to bring Peter Anthony on. Peter Anthony is our brand advisor for Prompting You, and really has been the champion of putting the Prompting You stream together, as far as, building up that platform and bringing on, top level instructors who already had courses built, who's already, trained thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people in their various disciplines, are instructors in Prompting You. Peter Anthony is a big, he's actually the main part of putting that whole program together under my direction. So I wanted to bring him on today because tomorrow we have another Prompting You Talks, and I wanted to bring Peter Anthony on and just share a little bit the vision of what Prompting You is all about, why Prompting You is so important to the future. And I want you to, hey, look at that. Look at that. Nice. Nice.
I'm like, oh my goodness, I forgot to put my shirt on because I was running from one webinar to another.
We got all four of us now wearing the colors.
Hey, man, we got to represent, Cody. I'm super excited because it fits. You guys sent it out to me. Thank you, Byron. And
awesome.
It's awesome. It's awesome.
You look good in it. You look really good. It looks great.
Of course, man. It's corporate. Yeah. We're rocking it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you want to talk about tomorrow?
Well, I've got a couple of things I want to show on that. Keep in mind that the Promptings Academies we've been doing for years and years under the Send Out Cards brand.
Yeah.
We're now going to be doing it under the Greener Steel brand. And so there's a lot of new things that are going to be added to Promptings Academy because we have more stuff to talk about. We have more content. We have more streams. We have more products and services to help you create genuine connection with yourself, with others, with people in your business. And so a lot of new stuff's going to come on. Now, Prompting You is a big part of that. I taught for years and years that there's two kinds of promptings: the inner prompting, which is your inner voice that tells you who you are, and the outer prompting is what you do with who you are. It's how you reach out to others. So the inner prompting is your inner voice working on self. Outer prompting is how you have promptings to reach out to other human beings and create genuine human connection. The premise of everything we do at Greener Steel is based on that. But make no mistake, the core of our whole philosophy is the inner and outer prompting. Inner prompting is who you are, and the Prompting You, Prompting You stands for Prompting University, is an online course format that is designed to feed and nourish the inner voice. When that inner voice speaks, you need to nourish it. You need to have places of positivity to feed it. And so on Prompting You, you can learn skills, you can learn mindset, you can learn personal development pieces. There's just so many wonderful things on there, and it's growing. There's a lot of growing things. Now, Peter Anthony, high level, top level expert in the online education world, as well as in marketing. And let's talk a little bit about Prompting You. Now, one of the things I wanted to show, you've been doing Prompting You Talks. So every Wednesday we have a Greener Steel, one of the Greener Steel streams is featured. And once a month, Prompting You is featured. And you graciously come on and you do this thing called Prompting You Talks. We have one tomorrow.
Yeah.
We actually have one tomorrow. And so you've been doing it for quite a while. So we have several. What I want to do is go to Prompting You and let's show them where they can go back and see all the old Prompting You Talks. Let's do that first.
Okay.
Because you've done some killer interviews with some amazing people on there.
Yeah.
And those are all available for free. They're available, if you're showing people the streams, you're showing them Prompting You. Heck, if they go watch one or two of those Prompting You talks, they're going to want to join Prompting You. So we're going to show you where to go.
So you're on the home page here, guys, and if you scroll down on the home page, you're going to see Browse Courses. So when you click Browse Courses, it's going to drop you into Prompting You Talks, or you're going to come to the Prompting You categories, and you're going to choose Prompting You Talks, and they'll all show up right here on the right-hand side.
So these are all the ones that have been done in the past, so you can go back and watch those. And we have a brand new live Prompting You Talks that will be at 2 p.m. tomorrow, Mountain Standard Time.
Mhm.
And these are the featured instructors tomorrow. Peter Anthony, you want to share a little bit about these folks and what
Oh my
to expect
goodness.
tomorrow?
So Wes Schaefer, if you've ever heard of a company called Infusionsoft, was the top salesperson for Infusionsoft like 3 years. So he is he's called a sales whisperer. He's one of the top sales instructors in the country. He's absolutely amazing. He talks about make every sale, and it's really the mindset necessary to go in and start asking people where they want to be, where they want to go, and how they want to get there. And it's really, really an amazing course. And that course, just to let everybody know, that course, and there's several courses from Wes Schaefer on Prompting You. Those courses sell for about $19.97, for about $2,000 as part of his mastermind. So his mastermind people get them, and we have them as part of our annual subscription. So it's super, super cool. Now, below Wes, Cody, this is like Heather Wild is one of my dear friends, but she is also the person who found a little company called Evernote in Germany, joined it as a developer in order to take it to the next level and help them sell for $1.5 billion. She knows how to take a company and just explode it. And tomorrow she's going to be talking about her course, which is called Growth Hacking, where she just tells you, if you're doing these simple things, this is what the algorithms of the internet look for and how they work. And if you just do these simple things, you can really start to make a huge difference in getting found and people seeing you. And Heather has been, she's been noted. She's a top speaker in the world of internet, along with her husband, Matthew, and they are quite literally rocket scientists. The name of her company is called Rocketeer, and she is the first woman appointed to she's on the board of advisors for Space Force. So when Donald Trump created Space Force, they wanted some of the best people in AI and technology on that and algorithms. And Heather Wild was the first woman appointed by the president, which is just, she's a stud. And we get 20 minutes of her time tomorrow for free. And it's just going to be amazing. She's really, really cool. And I know she even has maybe a little gift or surprise for everybody. She does it out of love. She does it out of love.
Great.
Yeah, sure.
I appreciate you coming on tonight. And again, kudos to you for putting these top level quality people as part of our what would you call it? Part of our staff or part of our
faculty.
Part of our faculty. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for, faculty. And just incredible content. I'm seeing some of the comments that people are making, Jordan Adler and a couple others, he's been a student of a lot of these, and these are multi-$1,000 courses that are all part of our deal for $197 a year. I mean, the value proposition of Prompting You is insane.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I mean, my course, I literally sell my course for $2,500. It's available on Prompting You with everybody else's course for $197. And you know what's interesting, Cody? You said something that was important, and we have to fill our minds with positivity. That's the key. And when you're learning, when you're learning something new, you don't have time to think of something old.
Yeah, it's true.
You can move yourself forward. So between the I am courses and the incredible amount of product that you personally will be putting into Prompting You and the direction that you're taking this particular platform, it's super exciting for anybody who gets involved. And I know we're not going to stay at 197 very long, but it's really an opportunity to jump in for the next year at the $197 price point and get a year's worth of value. Everything from learning the guitar and learning how to cook to learning how to sell or learning how to quiet your mind and manifest, abundance. It's all there.
It's all there. It's all there, feeding and nourishing the inner voice. So that's what it's all about. We're going to be featuring a lot of Prompting You at the Promptings Academy. Make sure you tune in tomorrow at 2:00. Peter Anthony Wynn here will be interviewing those amazing guests, and just, get a feel for that. And, we just got a lot of exciting stuff coming in the near future. In fact, I'm going to give you a little tease tonight on Promptings Academy and some of the things to expect. Now, some of what I'm going to share with you tonight are available in online courses. I do several I am statement courses in Prompting You. We have the I am blueprint workshop. I've got a money blueprint workshop coming up, MLM blueprint workshop coming up, several things that have to do with using the subconscious mind and using that inner voice, the inner prompting, to put the proper story in your mind so that you can manifest it into reality. I'm going to share a little bit of that with you tonight. Been a lot of interest from each of you on changing your money blueprints. We've had a ton of people saying, I'd love to have, Cody, myself, do some workshops on money blueprints. And that's been a request, a big request for several years. You get a little bit of that when you come to the Promptings Academy, but when the Prompting You came about, that's been a big featured request. And I have a little bit of that in the current I Am Blueprint workshop that's in Prompting You, but we're working on some pretty specific money blueprint type of workshops that really focuses in on getting your money blueprint right, getting your mindset right for affluence and cash flow and commission flow and things like that in your life, which if you're an affiliate of Greener Still, well, I certainly hope you'd have an interest in that, because that's what it's all about, is creating those, multiple streams of income in an abundant way, not in a surviving way, not in a make ends meet way, but in a thriving and abundant way. You just need the proper mindset to do it. That's all. And we know how to do that. So time to share with you, a little while back, we introduced some money blueprint or money statements. And we actually ended up putting them as greeting cards or postcards in our store. So you can go to send out cards and you can go into the catalog. And here are some of these. Now, these are set up as postcards. Okay, so here's where you would go. You'd just go to the card catalog and send out cards. Right at the top there, you see the send out cards community. That's going to become the Greener Still community probably by tomorrow. We'll change that to the Greener Still community. I want to show you why. If you click on the send out cards community, all of these statements are in there. So anybody who's an affiliate in Greener Still, these are cards that are designed that may help you. So we put the money blueprint statements right here at the top because you asked us to. So we did. We put them right there. So you can send each of those as postcards yourself. Now notice what's below there. So if you want to send somebody something about Prompting You, there's a card there. What Peter Anthony just talked about, boom, there's a card there. Y'all doing the postcard program and unlimited postcards, send people a Prompting You card or a Blue 42 card or a Stream Marketing, Bella Cadeau, Stream Virtual Assistant to introduce those streams. They're all right there. These are great tools for you to be able to use to introduce people to those kind of things. Tonight, I want to talk to you about what's at the top, these I am statements regarding money, okay? And again, these are available. one of the things that I would recommend that you do is a lot of you are probably on the $97 unlimited plan. So this is a piece of cake for you to do. Just send each one of those to yourself. I'm going to tell you, there's something magical about these showing up in your mailbox. You just got to trust me on it. Now, I want people to start commenting because some people have done this in the past. And I'd like to see some of your comments on, it's great to write down an I am statement. It's cool. It's great to write down a 3x5 index card or write down a statement, whatever. Super cool to do that. But you write one of these down and send it to yourself in the mail and have it show up in the mail. I wish that I knew all the scientific endorphin flippity flops that happen in your brain when that thing shows up in the mail. I can't tell you the smart people part of it. Maybe someday I'll study it, but let me tell you this. It's not what you say or do, it's how you make yourself feel. And when those things show up, it makes you feel a certain way of abundance. I had a bunch show up today. Here they are. So I had a whole bunch show up. In fact, I had some show up and then I had my assistant bring me out a bunch of sets. I got like 8 sets of these. I've got them sitting on my desk because I wanted to play around with these today to work on a possible workshop exercise that we may end up doing at the Promptings Academy, that you may end up doing part of our streaming. And I'm going to share a little bit with you tonight. So I sent all 7 of those to myself. Okay, here they are. I laid them out on my desk. So right here on my desk, I am financially independent and free. In fact, while I'm doing this, pull that screen back up if you would. I am financially independent and free. These are postcards sitting on my desk. I am financially independent and free. I attract commission flow and abundance. I attract cash flow and abundance. I attract money in abundance. My money attracts money in abundance. I attract multiple streams of income. I attract wealth and abundance. All right. Now, I've shared with you many, many times that we are big on subconscious mind and we're big on affirmation. We are not big on singing kumbayas and putting yourself in the closet and wishing things to come to be. We're about affirmation, but we're about moving yourself into action. Here's how affirmation works. Affirmation works, the I am statement starts in present tense as if it already exists because the subconscious mind does not know the difference between what's real and imagined. So you can say whatever you want. So if I say I am financially independent and free, the subconscious doesn't think, it feels. So it feels those words. I attract commission flow and abundance. It's going to feel those words. And it's going to begin a manifestation process. The way the manifestation process works is your mind or a higher being or whatever starts to put things in your pathway for you to act on. So I could say I attract commission flow and abundance. The universe begins to put things in your pathway. You got to recognize those things when they show up in your pathway. So you say, I attract commission flow and abundance, and we come out with a program where you can earn double commission on your customers. That is commission flow. We start talking about how you can earn commission flow 2 different ways. One is to bring on customers and get double commission. The other is to build teams of people that put on customers and they could get double commission. And you get commission in both those ways. That stands for commission flow. All you do is follow what we put in front of you. The universe does that. When you start making these statements, the universe puts that stuff in front of you. You simply act on it. That's kind of how it works. Okay, so what I did is, man, I got so much I want to share with you, and I know we don't have enough time. Dang it. I mean, there's some stuff out of the Promptings book I want to share with you. I don't have time to share it, but if you have the Promptings book, the paperback version of Promptings book, go study page 37 through 43. It tells the story of an I am statement that I sent to myself when I wanted an Aston Martin car. It tells the story of the I am statement I sent to myself, Jody and I, when we wanted to begin to manifest our dream home. Both of those stories are in there. Right after that, there's several stories about my kids and how they did some I am statements and reached some goals and dreams in there. Page 37 through about 43 in the Promptings book. If you don't have a Promptings book, get one. You can get it in the store here at Set Out Cards. Most of you probably do. Page 37 through 43. Go read that. I was going to share it with you tonight, but I don't have time. All right. So I sent these to myself. I didn't even know what I was going to do with them. I had no idea. I didn't know. I just want them in. I just want to send them to myself. So here they are. So we start with the first one. I'm financially independent and free. And on the back, it's blank. It shows me as the sender and me as the receiver. It's the postcard. So I got a whole blank section over here. So I saw that. I'm financially independent and free. Blank. Well, whenever I see a blank piece of paper, I look for a pen. So I looked for a pen and said, well, what am I going to write? So because I don't believe in kumbayas, I believe in affirmation and then go to work, I'm going to start to write down some of the things I intend to do to realize that. Okay, so that's what I did. And it took me 40 minutes to go through 7 of these. So I am financially independent and free. And right on the back, I wrote my name, Cody Bateman, and I put mindset and I underlined mindset because I believe that this is a mindset statement. And all I said on this one, this is what I'm going to do with this one. This is all I'm going to do with this one. I'm going to state this by memory multiple times a day. That's it. That's all I'm doing with that one. I'm going to state it by memory multiple times a day. I'm financially independent and free. That's going to be something I say all the time. I'm financially independent and free. That's my only exercise for that one. Okay. Now I'm going to suggest that you do this, but you're not going to write what I wrote. You're going to write what you want to write. This is your plan. This is where you listen to your inner voice. You decide how this is going to resonate with you. Okay. This is just an action plan to do that. All right. So there's the first one. The second one, I attract commission flow and abundance. All right. Now, this one, I attract commission flow and abundance. Now, there's some specific things, activities that I can do to create this. Okay. So I wrote them down. I know that I can make money 2 ways in Greener Still. I can acquire customers with my personal activity, and then I can build teams of people to do the same. So I put down personal activity, team building activities. So this is what I intend to do. This is what I wrote down. Personal activity, I will lead by example. I'm going to onboard 3 new customers a week, anywhere in Greener Still, whether it's Send Out Cards, Prompting You, Blue 42 for Life, Stream, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to onboard 3 customers a week, okay? The second goal that I would have in here is I'm going to achieve gold status to earn double commission. I have full control over that. I don't need a team member to do a thing. I can do all of that. I can go acquire customers, and I can do enough of that to get to gold status and earn double commission. So that would be a goal. I'm going to do that. I'm going to create commission flow and abundance. That's the first thing I'm going to do. Well, once I do that, then I go to team building activity. What I put down, and I would ask you to put your own thing down. Maybe you work with your sponsor and come up with a plan. Mine personally would be, I'm going to onboard 10 new affiliates to find 3 that will duplicate my personal activity. I'm looking for 3 people that's going to do what I did up here, or what I am doing up here. Okay, that's it. So I'm going to go onboard 10 affiliates to find 3 that's willing to do this. That's going to begin my duplication process. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, I just gave you thousands and thousands of dollars worth of training that you would get at a generic network marketing event that would teach you how to be successful building a network marketing business. And they would have 42 stories and cool PowerPoint presentations and all kinds of neat little stuff. And it would be nice and it would make you feel good. But by the time you decipher down what they actually told you to do, there it is. There it is. Is that true?
Oh, it's
Jordan Adler, make a comment. Is that true? Jordan Adler's one of the, he's one of the most successful network marketers on the planet. Is what I said just true? Jordan, I'm waiting for you to comment. Is what I said just true? Now, I'm not saying you don't go to the generic events and pay the money. If that's going to put you in the right mindset, then do it. But what I am telling you is when you get through all the stuff, there it is. There it is. Like Jordan says, keep it simple, just those kinds of things. Okay. So I wrote that down. Imagine being at a Promptings Academy and we're sitting together doing an exercise like this together. We're talking about it together. We're sharing our personal goals with each other. We're coaching and mentoring each other on that. That's what you can expect at a Promptings Academy. Whether you're virtually attending or live attending, you'll get that same experience. $35 for all day to go to something like this. It would cost thousands of dollars to go to a generic event to get the same thing. So that's the kind of stuff that we do at a Promptings Academy. Okay, I'm attracting cash flow in abundance. How am I going to do that? My commission goals will help my cash flow. I will work on multiple streams of income. I'm going to pay myself first, and I'm going to reduce my expenses. Just some basic things to increase my cash flow. Pretty simple. Next one, I attract money in abundance. This is another mindset one. I attract money in abundance. I'm going to state this by memory multiple times a day. I'm going to read and listen to money mindset books. This is what I'm doing. You may not be at this level yet. You may want to do something different. I'm just sharing you with like I'm doing these things. So when I say this is, I attract money in abundance, I really want to be in an abundant money mindset. So I'm doing lots of stuff to attract money in abundance. Let me share with you. So I put on here, read and listen to money mindset books. I got 3 of them. They're right here. I read, I don't listen, I read. Grow Rich with the Power of Your Subconscious Mind. That's Joseph Murphy. He's the guy that wrote Power of the Subconscious Mind. It's one of the best personal development books ever written of all time, in my opinion. Joseph Murphy, Power of the Subconscious Mind. He has a new book out called Grow Rich with the Power of the Subconscious Mind. All about money blueprint stuff in here. Incredible. I'm 50 pages in and about every single sentence is underlined. It's crazy. I just get giddy excited about it. So that's what I'm studying. Big Money Energy by Ryan Serhant. Another great modern day book. Really, really good stuff in there. Psychology of Money. Psychology of Money is on the New York Times bestseller list, one of the top personal development books right now. It's like the top one on the subject of money. Psychology of Money. Incredible stuff that I've learned in there. Love these books, devour these books. What does it do? It does this. It helps me, where did I just put it? I track, where is that? I track money, oh, it's right in front of me. I attract money in abundance. See, I do more than just say this. I do stuff that keeps me in this. You don't want to just say this. You want to be this. The way that you be this is the stuff that I'm sharing with you. That's why I wrote them out as, you know, what my game plan is to do with that. Okay. So the next one, my money attracts money in abundance. My money attracts money in abundance. So what's my plan? Read, listen, and learn about investing. Take an online course on investing. Peter Anthony, we got to work on some online courses in prompting you on investing.
I love it.
We're getting there.
As long as it's not crypto.
Yeah, but it's just investing. What's interesting is, and so here's what I've got. I'll be the first to confess. I'm not I don't know a lot about investing. I know a lot about entrepreneurship and building businesses. I don't know a lot about investing, but I'm learning because I'm at a stage in life now where diversification is very important to my family. So investing is a big deal for me. So what do? I always start by reading. So best book out there on the market, The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham, been around for a long time. I'm going to learn this investment game, and learn the basics of that whole kind of thing. And so I put a little game plan on the back of what I plan to do to get my money to attract money in abundance. I'm not just going to say this, I'm going to be this. Need to get my money to attract money in abundance. And I learned from some of the best people out there. Okay. I attract multiple streams of income, work with multiple streams within Greener Steel, choose additional streams. I'm going to start some Airbnb things that I'm going to do, stuff like that. I attract wealth and abundance. This is another mindset one. I'm going to work on 3 things to attract wealth and abundance. The first one is multiple streams of income. The second one is multiple investment strategies. And the third one is mentorship, coaching, and services. I don't know the finance world, but I know mentors who do. So I'm going to work on multiple streams, multiple investment strategies, and mentorship, coaching, and services that's going to help me get this part of my life on track, creating wealth in abundance. So there you have it. I mean, I know that's a lot, but I literally did all of that in 40 minutes today. I sat down with blank cards and I wrote out my plan. Now, what I just shared may or may not be your plan, probably won't. Your plan to do these will probably look a little different than mine. But I encourage you to send these to yourself in the mail and start writing out your plan. Show up to Promptings Academy and let's do this exercise together. These are the kind of things that you're going to see at these types of events. And they work. They're powerful. In fact, I'm going to close with a quick story. In the book Promptings, if I can find it, I've been throwing books all over the place here. I told you to go to page 37 through 42. One of the stories in there is about us manifesting this home. And I got a picture of our home. This is not my home. This is the home we took a picture of that we wanted our dream home to look like. And we ended up buying a home that looks almost exactly like this. We've been living in it for the last 12 years. Okay. So interesting. One of the exercises that we do, and we talk about it in the book, is we have you visualize on a greeting card. So if you want to manifest your dream home, take a picture of your dream home, and that's your visual. And then on the inside, you write down the I am statement. Like I wrote, we're enjoying our new dream home. And then you state the why. What's the why behind it? And you use as many senses as you can. So I'll just read you real quick what we did here. Page 37, 38. So I took a picture of it, put it on the front. On the inside right, I wrote, we are enjoying our new dream home. On the right side, I put why. Our home is a place of refuge. This is where our family builds memories and collects stories. This is where we enjoy the company of friends, associates, and extended family. Keep in mind, everybody, you're sending this message to yourself in a greeting card. Imagine it showing up in the mail. You see the picture of the home you desire. You open it up, you see your statement, and you see your why. Powerful, powerful stuff. This is a place of abundance. As we walk through this home, we enjoy the feel of luxury. We love the smell of the furniture, the sound of the wood floors as we walk from room to room. It's kind of funny. I used to, when we got this house, I used to walk through with my shoes on the wood floors. I love that sound, but my wife doesn't let me wear shoes in the house anymore. So I only have socks on, so I don't get the sound on the wood floor. I wish I could get the sound on the wood floor, but as we walk from room to room, the kitchen is a place for gourmet cooking. It's a fun gathering place. The library and den are a place for reflection. Now I'm going to get emotional sharing this.
Yeah.
The library and den are a place for reflection, a place to read, write, and meditate. I'm doing this meeting right as we speak from that den. I look off to the right. I have 2,000 books on my library shelf sitting right over there. I get to work here every single day. And it started with this. It literally started with this. And Dave remembers these days.
Ew.
I did this exercise when I didn't know how I was going to pay my groceries next month. That's when I did this. And today I live in these kinds of surroundings. So in closing, I just want to share with you, and you can't make this stuff up. I remember when I was in that dream state, trying to manifest and start the manifestation process. I was teaching it, and I wanted obviously needed my own stories to have it work. I remember going through a neighborhood and seeing the home that we took a picture of here. I drove in that neighborhood. It was in Pepperwood, up in the east side of Salt Lake City. I drove by that home, and in that home, in the front window, I could see a guy working at his desk. He had a computer behind him, and he was working at his desk. His shutters were open, and he was in there working at his desk. I remember saying, someday, I'm going to be the guy sitting at the desk. And 15 years later, I'm sitting at my desk. My shutters are open. I got a cute computer behind me. I'm working, and I notice a car go by with a couple of young kids in it. They're kids that actually lived in my neighborhood. And I noticed them, and they were out and they were looking in and stuff. And they didn't come to the door that day, but they came back a couple of days later and introduced themselves, living in around the corner in the neighborhood. They asked me what I did for a living. I invited them in the home. You want to know what that 17-year-old boy said to me? He says, when I went by and I saw you working in your window, I thought to myself, someday I'm going to have a home like that and be able to sit there like that. About blew me away. It about completely blew my mind when that happened. You cannot make this stuff up. This manifestation, if done right, is the most powerful thing in the world. And Promptings Academy, that's what it's all about. Super Dave, you've been on the journey with me, I don't know what, 250 plus of these events all over the world. Just tell us what and you've been through the experience yourself.
I have.
You went through this.
Yeah, I have. So it's like, I want to go back to the house though, because I remember you doing that segment in the Treatomerites way back, and the picture of the house you had on the card and all that. And then I remember driving over to your new home and going, oh my gosh, is that the exact same house plan or what? Yeah. It looks identical. So I'll tell you what I think the magic is behind all of that. Wherever you're at right now, be happy with what you have now. If you have that happiness of what you have now, if you will generate an energy of happiness. And then when you do what Cody just taught you, those things come faster. If you're upset of where you're sitting right now, and I kind of want to go off on that for just 1 second. I'm not upset for where I'm sitting at. However, this is not my home I'm sitting in. I'm renting a townhome while building a dream home, but the dream home is way behind schedule, like way behind schedule. But I'm happy to be where I'm at because I know what's next on the list as soon as I can get the geotech guys to be nice. So you got to be happy where you're at. Do what Cody says. Send the cards to yourself. You got to take a picture of if something else. the picture thing, Cody, is huge. It's really huge. In fact, as you were talking, I have not done a picture card with my house that's on the plans. So what the prompting is, I'm doing that picture tonight.
For sure. I know
Yep.
you've got it as a screensaver on your
Oh, yeah.
computer.
It's on the screensaver, but I think the magic is touching and feeling on a card. So I'm going to do that.
So yeah, that's a great story. Appreciate that, Dave. Cathie, I know you've had some amazing experiences at Promptings Academies over the years. You know, just share with us your impressions of some of the stuff we're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, what you're talking with the I am statement, Cody, has been life-changing. As I was listening to you in this exercise tonight, I am financially independent and free has been my like mantra, right? That freedom, financially independent, that statement literally changed my life. And I believe put me where I am now. Couple things, like I'm sitting in my office as you're talking the office, you know, I wrote that after I went through a divorce. I was living in an apartment. I went from a big house, pretty house, to an apartment, 2-bedroom apartment, working my business. And I remember writing down, I'll have a beautiful home with a great view from my office. And now when I look out to the right, have a long patio and I back up to a lake. And when I walked in this house, I knew this was the house. And one of the things that Dave said was about the gratitude, right? And you challenged us to write those, the 7 money I am statements. And I've been doing it every day, but when I do it in the morning, I write down 10 things I'm grateful for before I even write the money statements. And there is something about being grateful, right? You always said that, attracts, what you appreciate appreciates. Right. And so when you can appreciate and put yourself into that life and just realizing, watching what's happening in my life in the past, but also right now, making this part. And I think the other thing that as you were going through it is that mindset of giving, right? We're a give to give company. We believe that what you give up, come back. And I believe that's part of our abundance and what we attract as well.
Excellent stuff. Peter Anthony, bring us home, brother. Bring us home. Just share your thoughts of just the quick little exercise we did and kind of what that means to the whole thing we're doing here.
You know, nothing's more powerful than what you share with yourself, because whatever you tell yourself is your own personal reality, and we get to shape our realities. And you're giving us in this moment small ways that we can increase or amplify what we believe and how we share it. It's super, super powerful. You know, I have my own prompting story. I haven't been to one of your live seminars, but about 6 years ago, we got to record all your Prompting Academy videos at our studio here in Las Vegas for about 3 days. And it was amazing. I mean, you know, because you're super intensely listening to each component and going over the scripts. And it was pretty incredible. And what I loved about it was no matter what the script said, you always went deeper. And that's how you deliver your live event. Then, you know, the event in 2 weeks, it's going to be incredible. Get your people there. I promise you, Cody Bateman and his entire team will absolutely over deliver. So we're looking forward to it, KB.
Thank you, Peter Anthony. Appreciate it. Super Dave, Cathie, all of you making comments tonight. Appreciate you all so much. Get the word out. Get the word out. Promptings Academy, events drive business. And we have some of the best events in the world because we have so many amazing people that come together. Listen, there's a lot of teaching and training and stuff from the stage, but it's a collaboration. Everybody gets involved. It's very interactive. So we get to glean off of the expertise of everybody who's there. And they're very, very, very powerful. So God bless you all. Appreciate you so much. Prompting You talks tomorrow, 2 p.m. We'll see you there. Take care, everybody. Take care now.
Bye.